Hey people, welcome to the Run Testers. It's Kieran here. I am in Austria, right on the Danube. I have come back here to a place I ran through a couple of years ago when I ran the length of the river. And today I am going to be doing a marathon from here into Passau. On my feet, I have got the Nike Pegasus 41. So I'm going to be doing a marathon test along the River Danube of the Nike Pegasus 41. The temperatures are rising here. The sun has come up. It's going to hit 30 later on. And I'm going to see how these shoes hold up over a nice, steady, easy marathon, carrying a bit of kit. But yeah, there's the river. We are going to go that way, and we will see how these shoes do as a potential marathon shoe. So we've just ticked over the half marathon in the marathon test of the Peg 41. Now those miles have been nice and slow really. I'm running at kind of 9-minute miles, so that wouldn't be my all-out marathon pace by any stretch. It would be my kind of slow and struggly, maybe end of a marathon pace. But what I can say about these shoes so far for that, you know, it's been like 2 hours on feet for the half, is super comfortable, lots and lots of room in the toe box, so there's plenty of room for your feet to splay, airy, no hot spots, just good overall lightweight comfort on the foot. The midsole ride, I describe this as kind of balanced cushioning. It's taking the edge off the road. You know, we're running big old stretches of big tarmac now, and it's soaking up the road. There's no foot fatigue so far. Good comfort. There's a reasonable amount of immediacy to them. They are a bit sinky, and you're not going to get that kind of punchy energy that you'll get from a carbon race shoe, or you know, something like the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4, something that's plated, something that's got a bit more of a punchy midsole foam. But I quite like it. You've got a really nice reliable platform to run off. I know exactly what's going to happen each time my foot hits the ground. I think the best compliment I can give them so far up to this distance is that I've just forgotten that I'm wearing them, and I'm just moving really nice and freely. Good comfort, and they're just doing the job that I need them to do. So anyway, it's about 30 degrees or something now. We've got 13 miles to go. We're now heading to Passau in Germany. We're a little bit away from the river, which is over here, and we're currently yomping along some big stretches of main road, so hopefully we're going to get back on a path in a bit. Marathon test so far pretty good. So I'm into the last 5Ks, last 3 miles or so of the marathon test. We're now closing in on Passau, where we'll finish. It's about 30 degrees now. So this has been a proper marathon test. I've been in the shoes now for, well, it'll be about 6 hours on feet by the time we get there. And what I really find interesting when I marathon test shoes is how they are in the last 6 miles, not the first 6 miles. And now the Peg 41 are clearly not a marathon race shoe. The big question I wanted to find out for this is how versatile are they actually, because they feel quite lightweight. I think there's nice balanced cushioning. I think there is some energy to them, although they're not going to obviously compete with a carbon shoe. But really what I wanted to know, because if you're going to be someone who's going to go out and do a 4-5 hour marathon and you want to get round in comfort with a shoe that feels light, has a little bit of energy, isn't going to worry you in terms of stability, it's just going to do a nice job disappearing into the background and taking the impact off the road and getting you round in comfort. Can the Peg 41 do that? The answer, from my experience of running in this today for a marathon, yesterday I did 16 miles in it, is a big thumbs up yes. Right now I can just start to feel a bit of the road coming up, so they're not going to be as soft as, you know, something maybe like a Gel Nimbus 26 or that kind of shoe. But the benefit here is that they're a bit lighter, they're a bit more agile, they're plenty roomy. And so I think, you know, in a world where whenever we talk about marathon shoes you immediately go to carbon race and think, well, I've got to spend 220 quid on a pair of carbon shoes with super foams and blah blah blah. Well, the answer to that, I think, is actually that's not true. And for many people who are just going to go and try and run a marathon, get round, easy, survive, you know, do a good job, but want to do it in comfort, without any trouble, without a shoe that's going to be overly fussy or difficult, or one that's going to hang you out to dry in those last 6 miles when you're not running with as good form. These Peg 41s have actually been surprisingly good. If you're thinking about doing longer, easy runs, absolutely a shoe I would recommend. I've really enjoyed running in them, and yeah, they're doing exactly what I need them to do right now, which is just give me comfort and take me home in these last few miles. So anyway, I'm gonna go and get it done before it hits 32 degrees. Here's the Danube, by the way. Oh, it's magic to be back here. Special. This has been a good marathon test. So that's the marathon test done in the Nike Pegasus 41. 6 hours and 9 minutes in total. A lot of that run in 27, 28, 29, 30 plus degrees. Very hot at the end. Big relentless stretches of road. Last 6 miles, slow, bit of a drag. And that is when you find out what shoes are made of and whether or not you want to be in them at the end of a marathon. And I have to say, these shoes have worked very nicely for me today. They've done everything that I asked of them. They felt comfortable right to the end, nice and roomy. I have no pain at all, no hot spots, good hold, just enough cushioning towards the end. Yes, you could have more energy, absolutely, and these probably wouldn't be my marathon race shoes, as I said earlier. But as an easy marathon shoe, I think there's a good balance here of lightness, comfort, cushioning, balanced ride, good stability, all of the things that you would look for a shoe to look after you over a longer, slower 26.2. So very happy with that. I am very hot now, I need a drink. We're here at Passau in the town square. That's the big clock behind me. We've made it. This stretch of the Danube done. I may well do a little bit more on, there's a summary on the shoes a little bit later on, but marathon test in the Nike Peg 41 done. Quick verdict then on the Nike Pegasus 41 as a marathon shoe. First up, it's important to acknowledge that many runners are unlikely to choose this as their all-out, guns-blazing marathon race shoe. There are obviously many faster shoes to choose from. If you've trained well, run lots of marathons before, if you're hunting a PB, you'll probably want to look elsewhere. But if you're in that probably quite large group of runners who just want to complete a 26.2 in reliable comfort, with a shoe that feels balanced, controlled, with enough cushioning protection on foot, but something that's not like you're wading through softness, then the Nike Pegasus 41 definitely delivers. It soaks up the road without feeling sinky or too soft or heavy. The fit and the uppers offer good flex and comfort that disappears and lets you just basically go about your business of eating miles with freedom. It's not the most energetic shoe, but you know what you're getting in each step. And for that, I think it has quite a lot to offer, particularly for those kind of 4.5 hour, 5 hour marathon runners out there. You just need to know that their shoe is going to look after them the same from mile 1 to mile 26. And for that, I think I would recommend the Nike Pegasus 41 as a marathon shoe. So there you have it. That's been my marathon test of the Nike Pegasus 41. Hope you found it useful. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Hit us up with any comments. Ring the bell. Do all those things. If you're looking for other marathon racier shoes, you want to go carbon shoes, I'm going to pop a video on the channel now. Go and check that out. Otherwise, as ever, thank you very much for stopping by. And hope to see you again soon on the run tests. In the meantime, happy running, people.